Christmas Show from Waikoloa, Hawaii. Starring Barbara Eden. The Judds, Winona and Naomi. The Associated Press All-America Football Team. The 1990 Tournament of Roses Queen, Yasmin Begum Delawari. And A Christmas Memory with John Wayne. From the Hyatt Regency, Waikoloa, the star of our show, Bob Hope.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bob in Waikoloa, Hawaii Hope. Let me tell you, the weather in Hawaii really deserves a cheer. I'm surprised Bush didn't meet Gorbachev here. You know, this is the first year that George Bush will celebrate Christmas on December the 25th. Up to now, he celebrated on September 8th after Pearl Harbor Day. I hear Santa's going to bring the president something he's had trouble getting all year. A fish. Now, when Santa visited the White House, all 11 Bush grandkids were there, and there was a lot of pushing and shoving to see who could talk to Santa first. Finally, Barbara Bush stopped. She stepped in and told Dan Quayle he'd have to wait his turn like everyone else. By the way, Ronald Reagan was going to sit on Santa's lap and tell him what he wanted for Christmas, too, but Santa couldn't pay his $2 million speaking fee. Actually, Ronnie would have told Santa what he wanted, but Nancy kept saying, it's my turn. Hey, by the way, Gorbachev had a good meeting with the Pope. The two of them discussed all the big changes that have taken place in the world recently. You know, East Germany, Czechoslovakia, Deborah Norville coming on the Today Show. The Pope kept saying, thank God, and Gorbachev kept saying, you're welcome. Gorbachev's first words to the Pope were Das Vidania, which means go in peace. And the Pope's first words were Dominus sum vidicum, which means, what's that thing on your head? And how about the Bush-Gorby Summit, or it's now being called Forget Peace? Who's got the seasick pills? The Superpower Summit was cut short because of rough seas. Sort of a kind of reminder who the real superpower is. When Bush saw how bad the weather was, he turned to Gorbachev and said, what did you say to the Pope? Now, the weather was such a factor, it was the first time NBC pulled Tom Brokaw off the summit coverage and replaced him with Willard Scott. Bush is an old Navy man, but Gorby wasn't used to being on a ship. He spent the first half hour looking for the head. And you can get lost on a ship. He turned on one passageway and ran into Jimmy Hoffa. Hey, but isn't this a beautiful hotel, this place? It really is. But, you know, I almost didn't make it here. I had trouble getting my suitcase shut. Tip O'Neill was in it. By the way, have any of you seen Tip O'Neill's commercial? You know Tip, the original Pillsbury Doughboy. With 5 million East Germans in West Germany, I can see Helmut Kohl doing a commercial that starts out, have you ever had company drop in on you unexpectedly? I can just see General Noriega doing a commercial for a laundry detergent and saying, are your stains as hard to get rid of as I am? George Bush has a good idea to get rid of Noriega. He's going to send Zsa Zsa down there to slap him around. You imagine Jaja, they gave her 3 days in jail. That's pretty easy. I thought they gave her about 3 years of shopping at Pick and Save. Merry Christmas. God bless you.
Good run, Mom?
Terrific.
You know, you should eat oatmeal raisin crisp, too.
I already eat too many things that are good for me.
Mom.
Taste what they've done to my oatmeal. Taste oatmeal raisin crisp.
Oatmeal Raisin Crisp, the nutrition of whole grain oats and crispy flakes, plus the delicious taste of raisins, almonds, and a touch of brown sugar.
I think I'll have another bowl.
Don't try to do it all in one day, Mom.
Taste oatmeal raisin crisp.
Minolta's Freedom Line.
Great gift anytime.
It's on my list, you know.
Here's wishing you a Freedom Standard Tele or Zoom. Season's greetings from Minolta.
Happy Cat brand cat food from Purina is the only one in the Snap Top canister to stay moist, meaty, and fresh down to the last morsel. Now freshness is a snap.
Sunday, the joyous holiday classic returns, Mickey's Christmas Carol. Plus, join the Little Mermaid and see how the Disney magic is made. Then how would you describe Anne Gillian's first big date?
Very funny.
And the holiday spirit continues
Christmas Day.
when Sister Kate goes to jail.
I can explain.
Sunday.
She's a Christmas miracle, an infant baby deserted in the desert and found on Christmas Eve.
Surely a miracle that that little baby was saved.
Who left her there? Unsolved Mysteries, Wednesday.
Here are the ever-popular Country Music Award winners, beautiful mother and daughter, the Judds.
Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shining far through shadows, giving the light for those who long have gone, guiding the wise men on their way unto the place where Jesus lay. Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shine on. Oh, beautiful star, the hope of life, guiding the pilgrims through the night, over the mountains till the break of dawn, into the land of perfect day. It will give out a lovely ray. Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shine on. Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shine upon us until the glory dawn. Give us a lamp to light the way unto the land of perfect day. Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shine on. Oh, beautiful star, the hope of grace, for the redeemed, the good and the blessed, yonder in glory when the crown is won. Jesus is now the star divine, brighter and brighter he will shine. Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem,
This year, I asked Santa to give me a beautiful and talented guest star for this show, and the dude with the beard really came through. For years, we've all dreamed of Jeannie, and that dream's about to come true because here is Miss Barbara Eden right here.
Merry Christmas, Bob. You know, it's kind of nice celebrating Christmas in a tropical paradise.
Yeah, but I'm still not used to seeing Frosty the Snowman wearing sunglasses and an Hawaiian shirt.
And their Christmas carols are a little different here, too. I mean, like fresh pig roasting on an open fire, or Rudolph the sunburned reindeer. And have you tried some of these great exotic drinks?
Yeah, but the prude pulp keeps getting stuck in my straw.
Well, I've got to look around here because I've got some last-minute Christmas shopping to do.
Really? When did you start?
Last August.
Well, I hope you're not meaning to buy me anything special.
I wasn't planning to.
Well, there's still time to change your mind, you know. I faxed my letter to Santa, but I can get a Xerox copy for you.
I can't believe you still want presents at your age.
Yeah, it's a little boy in me. He hates to shop retail.
Are you going to get me a Christmas present?
I'm not saying no. Wait till Santa gets here.
Do you stay up all night on Christmas Eve trying to get a glimpse of Santa?
No, I just tape it and watch it the next morning. By the way, I saw you on the beach the other day, and you know, you're dangerous.
What do you mean dangerous?
Well, when you go in the water in your bikini, the sharks come in to get a closer look.
No, they weren't sharks. They were dolphins.
Oh, yeah, the friendly fish, huh?
Well, some of them were downright fresh. I saw you on the beach, too. You attracted quite a crowd.
Yeah, I tried to get some sun, and people thought something from the sea had beached itself.
Isn't this a lovely spot, though? They call Waikoloa the Fantasy Resort.
Yeah, that's easy to understand. I had 22 of them just walking along the beach today.
22 fantasies?
Yeah, I have a very active imagination.
You also have a very good memory.
Let me ask you something. What is this new TV series you're doing?
It's called Brand New Life, and I play a woman who marries a wealthy attorney.
I didn't know there were any other kind.
Well, the catch is I have 3 children, and he has 3 children.
And you become the Brady Bunch.
Oh, no, that was a different show.
And that's something. You miss one episode of Entertainment Tonight, and you don't know what's going on anymore. Do you mind if I ask you something about I Dream of Jeannie?
Of course not.
Well, that was my favorite series, and I watched every show. The way you lived in the bottle. You know, could make yourself invisible, could float around the room, and I've always had one question. Was that based on a true story?
Well, I'm not going to answer that question. You know, a woman's got to keep a few secrets. I want to save that one for Oprah Winfrey.
I understand. So you still live in that bottle, huh?
Not since it went condo.
That makes sense. Well, that answers all my questions.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
Well, have a Merry Christmas, Barbara.
You too, Bob.
Ladies and gentlemen, Barbara Eden right there.
When you can get it all done in one piece of Visions, cooking is faster and easier. So this holiday, instead of thinking what you can get her, think what you can get her out of. Visions Cookware, the time-saving gift from Corning. Visions also presents non-stick Silverstone skillets and saucepans that are actually microwavable.
When you buy a ham, you never quite know what you're getting. Some have water added. Some are flavored with artificial smoke. Some are actually pieces from lots of hams. But when you buy a Cure 81 ham, you know exactly what you're getting. It's naturally juicy, naturally smoked. Ham after ham after ham. We guarantee it. In fact, Cure 81 hams are so consistently good, to tell them apart, we have to number them.
At Lexus, we didn't just suppress the engine noise. We suppressed the gear noise, the exhaust noise, the wind noise, And all that was left was the perfect environment for you to create a little noise of your own. The new Lexus LS 400 luxury sedan. Lexus, the result of our relentless pursuit of perfection.
I can't believe it. Don't you ever quit? I've been away a long, long time. I mean, a really long time. And my roommate is still going strong.
Meet his roommate. Renews It Roommate Air Freshener with twice the freshening liquid, so it freshens air longer than Magic Mushroom.
It's incredible. I can't believe how long my roommate is lasting.
Long-lasting roommate from Renews It, where fresh ideas are always in the air.
Now, it's easy to tell it's Christmas and why your eggnog has an orchid floating in it. But this is a gorgeous place. I've never seen such a lavish hotel, and we're so close to the beach you can surfboard to the bathroom. And Rudolph feels right at home here. Everyone on the beach has a red nose, too. What a hotel. I ordered champagne. They sent Don Ho up to my room to sing Tiny Bubbles. I tuned in a Y50 in the TV set, and Jack Lord came up and acted it out for me live. I watched Magnum P.I. and Tom Selleck drop by to explain the plot. What a place. It's really a luxury hotel. Their towels are so thick and fluffy you can hardly shut your suitcase. I tell you, I enjoyed last night. My room had a wonderful view, but then she shut her blinds. And I can tell I'm in Hawaii. The hotel doctor gave me a glass of milk of magnesia, and it had a tiny paper umbrella stuck in it. I went to a bar the other night. I said, give me something that doesn't have pineapples, coconut juice, flowers, or cherries in it. He gave me a ticket back to the mainland. One drink features pineapple, grapefruit, papaya, guava, mango, passion fruit, and cherries floating in a mixture of rum, vodka, and brandy. It's called the Diabetic Coma. You don't drink it, you peel it. The state of Hawaii is comprised of 5 main islands. One guy counted 6 islands, but the 6th turned out to be Dom DeLuise floating on a raft. And let me tell you, the flight over here was great. They played Hawaiian music all the way over. We heard the Hawaiian war chant so often, we had to talk the pilot out of attacking Samoa. And I had a very sentimental reunion here at the airport. 2 days after I got here, I went down to meet my luggage. Hawaiian names are really wild. They have more vowels than Vanna White turns over in a month. And don't you love the hula? Or it's as otherwise known, follow the bouncing belly button? And you know, it's great to see people wearing grass instead of smoking it, isn't it, huh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The gals never have to buy a new wardrobe. Once a year, they reseed. Warren Beatty came over here and carried a lawnmower everywhere he went. Did any of you see Kilauea erupt? It can really take your breath away. Also your car, your hotel room, and your kids, if you're lucky. You know, I'm starting to get Christmas cards early, and it's easy to spot Shirley MacLaine's Christmas card. It says, this card was a Christmas tree in another life. Zsa Zsa's card had a little gift in it this year, 2 tickets to the policeman's ball. Then I get a card that said, I hope Santa Claus will get me out of my car. I've been stuck in there for a week, signed Roseanne Barr. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. One of the highlights of our Christmas show has always been the introduction of the Associated Press All-America football team. This year, these talented young athletes have given us one of the most exciting seasons in collegiate history. Let's start with the defensive team.
Chris Resorts, lineman, University of Notre Dame.
Chris is one of the most potent weapons the Notre Dame team has on the field. In fact, he's so dangerous, his name was mentioned 3 times during the peace talks at Malta.
Greg Mark, defensive end, University of Miami.
This guy is a great defensive end. He just grabs the entire opposing team. And if you can prove you don't have the ball, he lets you go.
Tim Ryan, defensive line, University of Southern California.
Tim is 6'5" and weighs 260 pounds. He's a November baby. He was born on the 13th to the 20th. He'd like to take a world cruise, but he won't fit through the Panama Canal.
Mo Gardner, defensive line, University of Illinois.
Yeah, Mo has always been big. In fact, when he was a kid, the only way his mother could get him to clean behind his ears was to send him through a car wash.
Percy Snow, linebacker, Michigan State University.
Percy just won the Lombardi Trophy and the Butkus Award. Let me tell you, as Lineman of the Year, congratulations. His name may be Snow, but he plays more like a blizzard. And how about the size of this guy? If I was playing against him and they gave me the ball, I'd give it back.
Keith McCants, University of Alabama, linebacker.
If he was any bigger, he'd have to apply for statehood. His coach just tells him 3 words: take no prisoners.
James Francis, linebacker, Baylor University.
James is really powerful. At his last birthday party, he blew out the candles on his cake and caused Hurricane Hugo.
Todd Light, defensive back, University of Notre Dame.
Now, Todd may look tough, but he doesn't have a mean bone in his body. Of course, he's got a lot of muscles that can get pretty nasty.
Mark Carrier, defensive back, University of Southern California.
Mark doesn't let anything get past him in the air. He went to SeaWorld, and every time they threw the dolphin a fish, he intercepted it.
Chuck Wellborn, defensive back, University of Michigan.
He's a very dedicated young man. He's a great believer in the right to life, except for opposing ball carriers.
Leroy Butler, defensive back, Florida State.
This man's dynamite. You ought to see the trophies he has. 8 game balls, 5 gold cups, and 3 stuffed quarterbacks.
Tom Ruin, punter, University of Colorado.
Let me tell you, this kid can kick far and accurately. He just tells his teammates, give me the ball and tell me what zip code you want it to land in. And now for the offense.
Clarkson Hines, wide receiver, Duke University.
Yes, sir. Clarkson catches so many passes because nobody can cover him. First, the opposing coaches tried man-to-man. Then they tried to put 2 men on him. In the last game, the opposing coach sent in the Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
Terrence Mathis, receiver, University of New Mexico.
Yeah, Terrence is fast, tricky, and his fingers are made of glue. With these qualifications, he's got 2 choices: pro ball or become my agent.
Manny Hazard, receiver, University of Houston.
This kid has great moves. Not only his teammates told me that, but also half a dozen of the cheerleaders.
Eric Still, offensive guard, University of Tennessee.
Eric weighs 255 pounds, and Coach Johnny Majors is very careful about him maintaining that weight. Eric is weighed twice a week at night when the trucks aren't using the scale.
Joe Garton, offensive guard, University of Colorado.
Yeah, this guy is so strong, he can move mountains, crush boulders, uproot trees. All the things I'm looking for in a good caddy.
Jim Mabry, offensive tackle, University of Arkansas.
Let me tell you, after Jim hits you, they put a sign on it that says, some reassembly may be required.
Bob Cool, offensive tackle, Michigan State University.
Look at the size of this man. I'm happy to say he's very patriotic. He wants to join the Navy and become an aircraft carrier.
Michael Tank, center, Florida State University.
Michael is one of the best centers Florida State University's ever had. Every Christmas, he gives all his teammates a gift. Last year, he gave the quarterback a hand warmer.
Raghib Ismail, flanker, University of Notre Dame.
Raghib was destined to return kickoffs. When he was born and the doctor slapped him, he ran through the maternity ward and eluded 3 nurses who tried to tackle him. He runs so fast, his uniform has trouble keeping up with him.
Jason Hanson, place kicker, Washington State.
No wonder he's great. He's been at it for years. When he was a little boy, they wouldn't let him sleep with his kid brother. He kept kicking him through the bedposts.
Anthony Thompson, running back, Indiana University.
A Heisman Trophy nominee, the Indiana Flash. Anthony is so hard to catch in the field, he has an unlisted number in his uniform. He's hard to catch. He goes one way and his hips go the other.
Emmitt Smith, University of Florida running back.
Yes, sir. Another Heisman nominee. Is he fast? He ran a 100-yard dash and came in first and second. His shadow was third.
Andre Ware, quarterback, University of Houston.
Our Heisman Trophy winner right there. Congratulations. Let me tell you, Andre, not only the Associated Press picked you, but all the sports right of the country gave you that honor.
Yes, and I appreciate it.
Well, congratulations. I understand you're not going to turn pro next year. You're going to stay in school, huh?
That's my intention.
Well, I want to wish you great success when you turn pro.
Thank you, Mr. Hope, and I wish you the same.
There they are, the 1989 All-Americans, ladies and gentlemen.
What's that fragrance you're wearing?
Make a statement without saying a word.
There's a foil so strong. When it comes to cooking, it really cleans up. Nothing works like Reynolds Wrap.
With thousands of messages to choose from, Hallmark has a card for everyone on your Christmas list.
John A. Smith, John B. Smith, John D. Smith. What about John C. Smith? Naughty.
Whether they deserve one or not.
Hallmark has a way.
Stay tuned for Barbara Eden, The Judge, and A Christmas Memory with John Wayne.
He's ruthless and cunning.
Get him out of my sight.
Daddy!
And threatens a town by taking a child hostage.
Where's the little girl?
It doesn't work like that. Now, a desperado must save the town, a girl, and the woman he loves.
Does it really matter that much to you?
Someone's got to. An all-new Desperado. Badland Justice Sunday.
I wonder, am I really at the height of my powers? Is my masculinity on the wane? Could I actually be in decline? Nah.
Man is not so simple after all. Claiborne, the fragrance for men. Try it on at Dillard's.
From Channel 4, this is a news brief.
Good evening. In the news tonight, the Tennessee man who donated part of his liver to save his daughter's life has been released from the University of Chicago Hospital. Robert Jones's baby daughter, Serena, is the second U.S. patient to receive a live donor liver transplant. And starting next week, all that paper state workers are notorious for creating will have to be saved rather than thrown away. It's going to be recycled. Now this.
The war that pitted the North against the South. Channel 4 News examines the history of the Civil War and the reenactors who keep the memory alive, starting Monday on the Scene at 6.
It's a chilly 17 degrees here at Channel 4. We'll see you at 10.
There's a glow here, there's no snow here, but there's still mistletoe in the air. There's a feeling of Christmas.
On the beaches, golden beaches, surfers put on a show. And on every street corner, it's Christmas time in Hawaii. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Every sunrise, every sunset, and the breezes that blow make you glad you're in these gentle islands.
Young wahinis in bikinis show a tan head to toe, and with every aloha you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in Hawaii. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
One of the big movie hits of the season is Steel Magnolias, starring Sally Field, Dolly Parton, Shirley MacLaine, Daryl Hannah, Olympia Dukakis, and Julia Roberts. And that's a lot of starring. Yeah. We'd like to bring you our version of that film entitled Steel Petunias. Our producer found out that petunias were cheaper than magnolias.
Hi there and welcome. We're the ladies of Chaga. It's a small town down in Louisiana. It's got such a long Indian name that anybody who's smart enough to know how to say it is also smart enough to move out of it. We're gathered here together today because it's my lovely daughter's wedding day.
We are the Landmarks, and we're local treasures. We are
the Steel Petunias. And when we want to look our best, we gather at this beauty parlor run by our good friend and former town vamp, Miss Tootie.
dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair. Yesterday it was blue-pink, and she looked like Cher. Hi, girls.
Hi, Tootie. Hey, Tootie, how's your husband doing?
Oh, Buck? Well, he's learning karate to protect my honor.
Well, isn't that nice?
Nice. I told him to go mind his own business. What was that? Hmm?
Oh, that's just Daddy getting ready for the reception. He's shooting birds.
Oh, I see. Oh, you decided not to go with the regular hors d'oeuvres, huh?
I'll shoot him. I'll shoot every one of them. I'll shoot him dead. I'll shoot him.
Excuse me. You want the Rambo movie. That's shooting at the studio next door.
I'm sorry.
I'll declare that man is going to be the death of me.
Uh-oh, trouble, girls. Here comes Winnie.
Come on, dog. Come on, get out of there, dog. Come on. Whoa! All right, dog, easy. Down, dog. Come on. Sit.
That is the grungiest, scroungiest, mangiest creature I've ever seen.
Well, how dare you say that about my new dog?
I was talking to the dog.
Oh, I see. Both from the same kennel? I have you know I just got this hound dog for my husband.
Boy, I'd like to make a swap like that.
Come on, girl. Come on, sweetie. Go on. Go on. You go on and decorate her Volkswagen.
You haven't been in our beauty shop in a while, Winnie.
Obviously.
Oh, look who's talking, Miss Roots in 1937.
Well, where have you been?
Well, as you know, I've gotten religion. I've been on a very important religious mission.
Religious mission? Doing what?
We're planning a prison break to spring Jim Baker.
I tell you, you better hurry because I hear Tammy smuggled a file into him under her mascara.
Well, Tootie, it's time for my appointment. Make me look radiant and gorgeous.
You look pretty good. Look, I'm Tootie the beautician, not Merlin the magician.
Now, don't get smart, Tootie. I'll have my dog come back in here and bite parts of your body that have never been bitten before.
If there are any.
I want you to make me absolutely stunning.
Oh, he can't today, darling. The body shop is closed.
Why, you what?
Please, girl, please. This is a beauty shop. Let's get to the real reason we're here.
Yeah.
Gossip.
Yes. And if I got a little dirt for you.
Yeah, what? Come on, let's hear it.
Well,
come on.
you know Martha Ann, Peggy, Jean, Mary, Ellen, Edna Simmons?
Yeah.
Well, her son, you know, Bubba Ray Beauregard, Billy Joe Bob, Rodney Byrne, and Wilfred Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she... God, I got so tired reading the names, I forgot what I wanted to tell you. Anyway, Savvy, tell us about this man you're going to marry.
Well, when I first laid eyes on him, I saw sparks.
Love at first sight, huh?
No, he had an electrical short on his video. We met on the Love Connection.
Well, who hasn't? Well, I know you'll be happy because I know a lot about marriage.
How long have you been married, Tootie?
I was born married. No, I don't know. I don't know. Anniversaries are a little like my girdle. They keep slipping up on me. Oh.
Well, Tootie, do you think I look all right? Do you all think I look okay?
Why, you look almost as pretty as I did on my wedding day.
If I recall correctly, the minister requested that you leave your veil on till after the reception.
And if I recall correctly, by the time you were married, you'd already lifted everything but the wedding veil.
Wait a minute. You sound like Donahue and Geraldo. Look. We'll all be there to wish you best of luck on your wedding day, baby.
Well, she's certainly going to need it. The doctor told her not to get married and especially not to have children.
What's the problem?
The problem? She has a bad case of hay fever.
Oh, Mom, why did you have to go and mention that? I was doing just fine until you brought that up and mentioned it.
See?
You think you're doing the right thing, honey?
Yes, I think I am. No matter what the doctor says today, I'm going to say, I do.
Gesundheit. Just you remember, daughter, no children. No children, no children. No children, no children.
I'm sorry, Mama, but I just had to have a baby.
You were told it would be a disaster.
I know that, Mama.
Tootie, what are we going to do with these young girls today?
I don't know. Get them dates with George Burns.
You were told it would be a mistake.
I know that.
Well, all I can say is, we warned you.
Well, it does have a lot of handsome features.
I've never been that much of a cereal eater, or even breakfast for that matter. But then I read 2 or 3 different articles about oat bran, and I thought to myself, why would you not eat this stuff?
Medical reports have shown oat bran can be important to your good health. Kellogg's Common Sense Oat Bran has more oat bran than any leading ready-to-eat cereal.
You know, I get up 15 minutes early just so I can do this.
Common Sense Oat Bran, a sensible thing to do.
After a day of battling on the front lines, the last thing you need is kitchen duty. So tonight on your way home, stop off at Pizza Hut and pick up a hot, delicious Pizza Hut pizza to go. And at the same time, go back to the future for a great stocking stuffer. Now bring the future back as a Christmas present. Buy a Pizza Hut pizza and get a pair of solar shades for only $1.99. But hurry, they're going like there's no tomorrow. Pizza Hut, make it great.
Thank you. Great. They loved your coffee. Loved it.
And I hate you for it. New silk blouse, lost 12 pounds. Did anyone notice? No. Your coffee, they noticed. I know Norelco combines time, pressure, and just the right temperature so every drop of coffee comes out tasting delicious. That's why I bought you. But what about my new hairdo?
Sandy? Great coffee.
Norelco. Coffee so delicious, they'll notice.
Talk about bad luck.
A snack will fix that.
Country Crock cheese products?
Mm-hmm. It's a new snack. Taste it.
Country Crock cheese tastes great.
Great. Now, where are my 50 chips?
How about a cracker and Country Crock cheese?
How about all of them on account?
On account of what?
On account of you owe me 50 chips.
I do?
Yes.
Oh.
Introducing Shed's Country Crock spreadable cheese products, made with 100% natural cheese, but with fewer calories and less cholesterol.
Collect all Country Crock cheese.
Play fair.
I can't resist the taste of victory.
You just can't resist the taste.
Oh, yeah.
Monday, Keisha Knight Pulliam is a time traveler.
King Arthur's court.
Keisha Knight Pulliam's a powerful wizard.
I'll knock your socks off.
Keisha is a knight of the round table. And Keisha is shaking up old Camelot in a magical holiday special for the whole family. A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court. Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Thank you. We're moving up fast on the College Bowl games, and this year, as always, we present the queen of the granddaddy of them all, the Pasadena Tournament Roses. And here is the 72nd Rose Queen from La Canada, California, high school senior Yasmin Begum Delaware, right here.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hope.
How'd I do on your name?
Close enough.
Yasmin Begum Delaware. That has quite an exotic ring to it.
Yes, my father came here from Afghanistan.
And what exotic land did your mother come from?
New Jersey.
Mysterious, enchanting New Jersey, especially exotic Jersey City. You're the queen who begins the 2nd century of the Rose Parade tradition. Boy, you must have been thrilled to be selected.
I was. I cried when they announced my name.
Well, that's the difference between you and me. See, I only cry when I lose.
Mr. Hope, I'm sure you don't cry too often.
You've never seen my golf game, have you? Well, I also happen to know that one of your hobbies is art.
Yes, I love to paint.
Really? And me too.
Really? What have you painted?
Well, yesterday, let me see, I did the guest bathroom, the utility porch, and we did the trimmer on the garage door.
No. Mr. Hope, I mean fine art.
Oh, fine art. I've done that too.
Really? What style? French Impressionist, Pointillism, Cubist?
Fill in the numbers.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Well, it became popular right after Connect the Dots.
I understand that you were Grand Marshal for the parade twice.
Yeah, the first time was just an audition.
Have you done anything else like that?
Well, let me see. I was once honorary stomper of the Napa Valley Grape Festival. And last year, I was grand wiper at the National Ladies Mud Wrestling Finals. Not to forget, I was chosen as guest admiral of the New York City Garbage Scow Flotilla. And thank you for that question that started that whole routine.
It was my pleasure. Anytime, Mr. Hope.
Yasmin, they tell me you have to make almost 100 personal appearances as Rose Queen. Boy, isn't that going to be pretty tough for you?
Well, Mr. Hope, if you can do it at your age, I'm certain I can do it at my age.
Show me where that's on the card. Show me. This girl's going to go far. Let's hear it for the 1990 Rose Queen, Yasmin Delaware.
Over the ground lies a mantle of white. A heaven of diamonds shine down through the night. Two hearts are thrilling in spite of the chilling weather. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. It's a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird. Here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In a meadow we can build a snowman, then pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job while you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Love knows no season, love knows no clime. Romance can blossom any old time. We're here in the open, we're walking and hoping together. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. To face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland.
Bob, it's nice of you to take time from your crazy schedule to drop in on me here in Arizona. You know, this is kind of way out yonder on a big flat rock.
Well, I had a half hour between planes, and I was right nearby.
Well, where were you?
Rochester. Hey, but how can you stand it here, Duke? There's nothing for miles and miles.
Wrong. There's an Indian reservation just down the road.
No kidding. Are they friendly?
They better be, or they won't work in my next picture.
By the way, I think I have a great idea for your next picture. It's a Western with Jimmy Carter. You can call it True Grits.
And maybe we can get him to work for Peanuts.
Why not? Peanuts have been working pretty well for him. But it's great to see you, Duke. You and I go back a long way together. I remember when I first met you, Charlton Heston was only up to his first commandment.
Up to the good old days. Short confession.
Well, heavens to Smiley Burnett, Duke. You've had a fabulous career. How many pictures have you made?
Oh, about 200, I guess.
Oh, boy. You sure spend a lot of time on horses. No wonder you walk funny.
If you think I walk funny, you should see my horse. He's wearing a corrective saddle.
Was that your horse? I thought it was a camel. John, you're probably the most durable star in pictures. What's your secret?
Well, I think probably playing football at the University of Southern California did it for me.
Oh, how do you mean?
Well, if that left end from Notre Dame hadn't stepped on my head, today I might be just another pretty face. By the way, Bob, what happened to yours?
Boy, I hate it when they're rich and clever, too. The pictures sure have changed, haven't they, Duke?
They sure have. Remember the old classics, Three Musketeers, King Kong, Star is Born? What do they have today?
Three Musketeers, King Kong, and A Star is Born. That's what you need to be a good producer today. A memory, a good memory.
I don't see too many pictures anymore. Why pay $3 or $4 to see all that violence and sex?
Yeah, when you can get it for free on Charlie's Angels. That's the only TV show with a centerfold.
My doctor won't let me see that.
You mean he turned off your Farrah Fawcett?
I can't even take pills anymore. They're too spicy.
Well, Duke, it's been a lot of years and a lot of laughs.
And I can't think of a nicer way to spend Christmas than with an old friend like you.
Right back at you, Duke. It's a real joy to have you on our show. You care to join me in a song, Cowboy?
Go for your voice, pale face.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas,
if the fates allow.
Hang a star upon the very highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Oh, they won't forget the Andrews sisters with us around, will they? Happy holidays, Duke.
And a very merry to you, Bobby.
Thank you.
If you're like me, you appreciate value, whether it's in fine china or a luxury car. That's why you should explore the values available now at your Buick dealer. Regal is Buick's best-selling coupe. Century, the best-selling Buick sedan. 2 ways to discover the value of Buick. Ranked among the most trouble-free American car companies. Lots of dealers promise value, but they're not selling Buicks. Cash in on quality now during Buick's Great American Quality Days.
Stuffing! Mr. Scrooge loves the new stuffing in the 5-piece holiday meal deal from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Stuffing!
With 5 pieces of the Colonel's chicken and 2 buttermilk biscuits, all for only $4.99. Perfect for the 2 of us. Heavens, it's the Cratchits!
Hide the stuffing.
We brought the 10-piece holiday meal.
With 4 biscuits.
And more stuffing.
Just $9.99.
I like the way you think, Cratchit.
Get the 5 or 10-piece holiday meal deal at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Tuesday's got the holiday spirit. First, the Scrooge store owner framed for murder, and he'll need a change of image to help his case.
How you like it so far?
A Matlock Christmas tree. Next, Gillespie opens his heart to a young immigrant.
Spend his first Christmas in this country.
In a touching story of hope and friendship.
It's a real good Christmas Eve, Chief.
In the heat of the night, then a holiday miracle and a stolen statue put Jack in the middle of a mafia feud.
Well. What have we got here?
Guess you could call it a mob scene.
Midnight Caller wraps an all-new night of holiday mysteries Tuesday.
Les? Hey, that's our holiday show from Hawaii, but before we say aloha, I'd like to thank my guest stars who helped make our visit so much fun. Our thanks, too, to the people of our 50th state who are celebrating their 30th anniversary. Congratulations. 1989 is drawn to a close, and what a year it's been. A year crammed full of events on the world stage that will shape our future for generations to come. The dismantling of a wall that not only freed an oppressed people, but brought down an ugly graffiti-covered symbol of hatred and distrust. And just as the walls that entrap people crumble, the walls that divide people must come down, too. You know, when you think about it, we're all pretty much the same. A child's smile, the freedom to worship your God, the right to speak your mind. These are the ornaments on freedom's tree, and it feels pretty good no matter where you live. A year that comes to an end with communism's top man meeting with the Pope, and then holding a shipboard summit with the President of the United States. It all makes the 1990s look like they could be pretty good. The promise of the first Christmas long ago was peace on earth to men of goodwill. Now it seems, with some effort and prayers, that promise may come true. Have a Merry Christmas and aloha.
Hi, I'm Angie McDowell with a holiday message for all my...
Coming up next on the scene at 10, today's cold weather causes some hot problems. President Bush strikes some agreements with France, and a jet causes some shattering events in California. Mike Bohan has the freezing forecast, and Joe Fisher has basketball scores and highlights. The scene at 10 is next.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are cordially invited to a glorious Yuletide celebration.